When faced with a foe of overwhelming power, we alone might not be able to do anything at all in some circumstances. But it's especially at times like these that we can count on our friends, that's to say, our nakama. Hello and welcome to ViniiTube. Today we're discussing a list of what we consider are some of the top team fights in anime. This is mostly at crucial moments of the story or when the characters themselves understand and form teams according to their unique circumstances. If anything, this is where things start to become exciting for us, the viewers, as we see some of our favorite characters fight together or even face off against each other. We start off the list with everyone versus Hendrickson from the anime The Seven Deadly Sins. This was the first season finale battle of this action fantasy anime. It was quite exciting to watch as each of the sins comes into the battle against Hendrickson, who becomes quite overpowered after he absorbs the power of the Grey Demon. Of course, Escanor isn't present at this time, otherwise the battle might have lost some of its shine. Together they surprise Hendrickson by combining their attacks through the revenge counter skill, which Meliodas can perform. It's a great finish to the story at this point, and it set the expectations quite high for what was to come in the future for the show. At number 9 on our list, it's Chrollo's fight against the Zeno and Silva Zoldyck from Hunter x Hunter. The Zoldyck assassins have been called in to handle the issue of the Phantom Troop going wild in the streets of York New City. After locating him in the basement of a building, Zeno and Silva confront Chrollo. They're aware of Chrollo's gift as stealing other abilities, and Zeno proves his worth as a tactful fighter as he realizes Chrollo has to meet some conditions to actually activate this ability. What follows is an intense fight where Zeno and Silva pair off against Chrollo, not giving him enough leverage to meet the conditions to steal an ability. Finally, Zeno pins down Chrollo and urges Silva to shoot them both. Next on our list is the Straw Hats facing off against Oars in Thriller Bark. This is a crazy situation that follows Luffy's shadow getting implanted into a huge giant known as Oars. The whole crew have to get together to help defeat the huge monster. They all struggle as Oars doesn't take any damage at all. It's at this point Chopper informs the crew to break the spine of the giant, stopping Oars from being able to stand up. It's exciting to see the whole crew come together and display their various skills and functions as a group. They come together quite nicely and show off their best skills. Moving on to number 7, we have Atsushi and Akutagawa versus Francis from Bungou Stray Dogs. Francis has a unique ability that lets him increase his physical strength by spending his assets. And with the wealth he possesses, he truly is overpowered at this point. Atsushi in his man-tiger hybrid mode, as well as Akutagawa in his demonic armor form, both push themselves to their limits to protect a city and people they've come to love and care for. It's an intense fight as both keep taking hits from Francis at full power, but still endure the assault to counterattack. It's only when they work together that they're somewhat successful. It's a great fight to watch because of Atsushi and Akutagawa's teamwork considering their relationship. Number 6 on our list is a scene from Dragon Ball Super. Yes, it's where Goku, Android 17 and Frieza together face off against Jiren. This fight happens towards the end of the Universal Survival arc when everyone's exhausted, including Jiren, who's remarkably still going strong after facing Goku in his perfected Ultra Instinct form. What makes this unique is an odd series of events where Goku teams up with Frieza and Android 17. The three form a battle plan against Jiren with the two sworn enemies fighting together and trusting each other. All of them unleash their full fury on Jiren, which is easily one of the most iconic moments of the series. Who would have thought we'd actually see Goku and Frieza team up one day, huh? Number 4 on our list is from the show Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. It's the fight where Rin, Shirou and Saber face off against Kasta and Kuzuki. This was an interesting fight because it was initially thought of as an easy win for the team of 3, which included an exceptionally strong Saber and a talented as well as resourceful mage like Rin. However, in a surprising manner, Kuzuki proved himself to be quite the exception among the masters and servants, taking on Saber as well as taking down Rin after. In this crucial moment, Shirou overcomes his limits and shows his true magical skill. He remembers Archer's weapons and using projection magic creates a copy of his swords. With this, he's able to stand his ground against Kuzuki, which completely surprises Rin and Kasta. This also gives Saber enough time to launch a surprise attack against Kuzuki, which he's able to evade thanks to Kasta.
Master!
Next on our list at number 3 is from Gintama. It's the scene where literally everyone fights Utsuro. Utsuro has only one goal in mind, and that's to destroy everything, to make sure nothing exists, and thereby ensuring his death as well. He's shown to be extremely powerful enough to do this as well when he single-handedly faces off against all the various forces numerous times. Faced with this time crunch, the entire crew battle on against this insane immortal. It's an epic sequence where everyone, even Shinpachi, comes in to try to fight Utsuro. It's really well handled and quite satisfying to watch. Moments like these make you realize this show doesn't just focus on comic elements and absurdist humor.
思いを、無念を、希望を、すべてをてめえの体に刻んでやる。
At number 2, we have the final battle between Father and everyone else. In this momentous conclusion of the anime, we watch as the Elric brothers and almost everyone they've ever been involved with fight it out against the almost godlike entity known as Father. It's a nerve-wracking last few moments that lead to a lot of new revelations and truths. It's quite exciting to watch how all the emotion leading up to the final episodes came to this epic finale of a fight, and almost everyone who's helped or been helped by the Elric brothers shows up to play a part in this high-stake, outworldly battle. It's definitely well worth the hype and is a satisfying conclusion to a much-cherished series. finally, the number one fight in this list is Naruto and Sasuke versus Momoshiki from Boruto Next Generation. This sequence was talked about, or at least was doing the rounds on social media for a long while when the episode aired. One of the major draws of the fight was that favorites Naruto and Sasuke teamed up together and go all out to try to defeat another entity that's somehow able to take on all their ninjutsu. Admittedly, it's a passionate scene, especially with the events leading up to what they've become. However, what truly took the breath away of the fans, or most of the anime viewers, was the fluid animation and the stunning visual sequence that was used to show this epic fight. With a great mixture of ninjutsu and taijutsu combined with some beautiful animation, this fight was easily one of the best fights the series ever had. Overall, this is an amazing fight sequence with the two main characters coming together to fight and to save the day against a foe that's quite powerful to say the least. So, did you enjoy our list then? If so, please subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. Don't forget to comment with your favorite anime team fight in the comment section below too. Thank you, and please do stay tuned for more great content. I'll see you next time on ViniiTube.